Say a body has been found on top of a hotel in downtown Los Angeles, the very same hotel where a Canadian tourist went missing last month.
Let's go back to KTLA's Mark Kono and Sky 5 Live over the Cecil Hotel. Mark, what can you tell us?
You know, apparently this call came out just a little over an hour ago as a body, as a rescue in one of these water tanks on top of the Cecil Hotel here in downtown. Now, this is the east side of downtown, 640 South Main Street, between 6th and 7th. Now, as the fire department came on scene, evaluating the situation, the body apparently deceased, and now this has now this is moving forward as a body recovery. Now, no confirmation whether or not this indeed is the body of missing tourist Elisa Lam, who was missing out of the Vancouver area and was a tourist here in L.A. just in late January. But investigators are on scene, and they are going to be covering that angle. We do see robbery homicide detectives from the LAPD as well as fire department personnel on top of the roof there. Again, the Hotel Cecil here on the east side of downtown. The tank that they are focusing their attention on is that tank where you see that firefighter kind of peering through the open hatch there, and that is the tank where the body is located there, floating upside down apparently, or floating face up, facing that tank there. Now, again, this is all happening in downtown. We will stay overhead and bring you the very latest. In the meantime, guys, I'm going to send it back down to you.
Okay, thank you very much, Mark.
Okay,
I do remember this. Remember this story? It was actually 2 weeks ago tomorrow morning. The LAPD actually had a news conference with the parents of Elisa Lam, that Canadian tourist, to try to get some help. And then they released the video of her there on the elevator. And then that night, the Christopher Dorner story broke that the Irvine police was looking for him, and that's been the focus of most of the news coverage everywhere for the past 2 weeks. And now they've found the body on the telephone, or found a body maybe in that water tank. Joining us on the telephone from the LA Times is Andrew Blankstein, who we talked a lot during the Christopher Dorner case. Andrew, you've also been following this case, we understand?
Yes, good afternoon. Here's what we know. That Miss Lam's body was apparently found this morning in a water tank above this one floor, actually, on the roof of the Cecil Hotel. It's being treated as a crime scene at this point, but we don't know if it's a result of foul play or something else. But certainly the LAPD is treating it that way.
And Andrew, what can you tell us about the details leading up to the last time she was seen? Because we're hearing January 31st in the lobby of this particular hotel. And when you think they would search this place from top to bottom, but what other details do you know about that night?
Well, I mean, one of the things with this investigation, and for people that don't know the Cecil Hotel, it's downtown. It was also the same hotel where there was that incident involving the firefighter who was, allegedly stabbed. This was going back a couple of years. There's people who stay there, but there's also single occupancy residency people there as well. So it does have kind of a transient population, and we don't know the exact kind of timeline when obviously she was last seen on the 31st, as you referenced. But in terms of what they interviewed people, canvassed the area, showing pictures of her, trying to get anybody who had remembered seeing her or knew of her whereabouts to come forward, and were unsuccessful. And as you referenced, Glenn, I mean, the Dorner coverage has basically eclipsed that until today.
That neighborhood, basically one of those neighborhoods, I'm kind of surprised that a girl like her would stay at a place like this, because it's obviously a neighborhood where you need to be aware of your surroundings and who's near you when you're walking down the sidewalk. I mean, let's be honest.
Well, you're in Skid Row, and you're definitely in an area where there's a cross section of people, to be sure, and it would seem on the surface for somebody who's out of town, an unusual place to stay. That's one of the things they haven't really said a lot about. Los Angeles police, obviously, the first order of business was trying to get somebody to come forward to say, yes, I saw her, and find her. But now that this has obviously changed the nature of this investigation, and so what happens next, I think we'll hear a lot more about what happened and what they think and about her background as well, in the hopes that somebody who might have seen somebody there will come forward.
All right, Andrew Blankstein of the LA Times, we appreciate you calling in this afternoon. Thanks so much, and we'll continue to follow this story as well.
Thank you.